everyone, this is Pico Entertainment and we're back again, and here now we have another video for you, and I'm going to give some thoughts around the Russell Brand controversy and what it says about cultural perception and how news is reported, and more importantly how it's been interpreted. So I'm sure everybody watching is all well aware of the controversy surrounding renowned personality comedian Russell Brand, who over the last couple of days has faced multiple allegations of sexual assault and abuse. These allegations surround the period between 2006 and 2013, where at the time of this video being made, the 20th of September 2023, now 5 women have accused him of sexual and emotional abuse. 4 of these allegations were disclosed in a 90-minute documentary on Channel 4's Dispatches series programme. This documentary was the product of a lengthy 4-year investigation which charted the whole timeline of Brand's career, intertwining with the assault claims that allegedly took place. Broadcast on the 16th of September 2023, the documentary obviously has sparked a huge wave of inquest, debate and scrutiny. It's exploded all over social media as what you'd normally expect with issues such as this. Now since then, Brand has instantly denied allegations in a 2-minute video, commenting on his promiscuous behaviour, which was well known, of which he was also very transparent, almost too transparent in his own words. He stated also that every relationship that he's been involved with has always been consensual. Now, he certainly felt the impact from these allegations since they were made. Certain live shows from his tour that he was due to appear in have been cancelled. He's been dropped by his agency, Tavistock Wood. Certain book deals have also been cancelled. The Metropolitan Police have finally confirmed a first receipt of a sexual allegation which ties back to 2003. We do know that one of the accusers was a woman who Russell had a relationship back when she was only 16 years old and he was 31 years old, which for me personally is absolutely disgusting, and I still can't believe was actually allowed to happen. It was to the point where the BBC at the time had arranged transportation from the girl to leave school in order to go back and visit him at his house. Absolutely wrong in my opinion. But most recently, we've seen that Russell Brand's YouTube channel has been demonetized. Having established himself on the platform as a wellness guru stroke political current affairs commentator, he has managed to accumulate a massive following, including 6 million subscribers on the YouTube platform. So amongst all of the many levels of discussion, we asked the question really as to whether this whole issue has been perceived in the right way, especially on social media, and whether everybody is jumping to conclusions on all sides. Whenever we get a situation like this, my first instinct is to always believe that the person is innocent until proven guilty. I also believe that anybody who is accused has the right to defend themselves until a formal charge or conviction has been made. And yes, due to the huge damage that false accusations can have, I also believe that there should be some sort of anonymity in terms of both the accused and the accuser until charges have been proven. And I also believe that trial by actual facts and evidence should always be the case rather than trial by media. And right now at this stage, in terms of this issue, there simply isn't enough to make a definitive statement or conclusion surrounding the allegations. We simply do not know yet whether they are genuine or not. So far, there's been no video footage, no audio footage, no witness testimonies to support the allegations. So far, all that we've had is a couple of screenshots of text messages about a sexual encounter between Russell Brand and a woman, and this already has been questioned due to the certain text fonts of the screenshots in certain paragraphs. The Dispatches documentary also outlined a text message between Russell and another woman during his time, I believe, in Los Angeles, where it seems he was apologising for certain behaviour. They've confirmed that this text message did indeed come from Russell Brand's phone, but again, we've had nothing else to confirm that that was actually the case. And when I covered the overreaction or knee-jerk reaction in many sense, we look at it from the perspectives. Many people have deemed Russell Brand guilty because of his antics and behaviour really throughout his whole entire career. When we look in particular his own type of very crass style of humour and sexual innuendos. We look in particular at the interview that he had with Jimmy Savile on a radio broadcast. We look even more infamously at the so-called Satsgate affair, but during the broadcast with Jonathan Ross, they made prank calls to the actor Andrew Sachs, who played a character from Fawlty Towers, bragging about the fact that he slept with Andrew Sachs' granddaughter, and this resulted in Brand being fired from the show. So many will look at these type of antics and his overall behaviour over the years and overall deem him guilty. We then look at the other side of terms of the reaction, and where many people have deemed that this whole issue is part of some sort of conspiracy, that mainstream media are trying to take Russell Brand down because of his very outspoken views concerning the likes of anti-vaccinations and also how COVID was some sort of big fabricated operation. But that's a presumption, not really anything to do with these certain allegations. And again, there's no evidence to support whether that is the truth, that there is some sort of massive, multifaceted agenda against him in trying to take him down. There's nothing in terms of evidence that can support that claim, which includes the woman that he had a relationship back when she was only 16. So we do know at least one of these people that have come forward is actually genuine. There's also the other presumption that Russell Brand had forged his career on social media very much in preparation in case allegations like this ever were aimed against him. If he was somehow able to build a fan base that was completely supportive of him and completely believing in all of these conspiracy stories, that would very much help him deny any allegations that would come forward towards him later on down the line. Now, I don't really think that Russell Brand is truly that calculating, because he couldn't have anticipated when these allegations would come forward and how they would be presented. So again, we shouldn't just assume that Brand is innocent because he shares the same political views. That doesn't automatically absolve him of the charges, and at the same time, it doesn't automatically make him guilty either. If you are supporting him because you feel this is much more of a conspiracy because he's anti-establishment, how would you then feel if he was overall found guilty of these charges later on down the line? It would completely dismantle that entire rhetoric. So for me personally, when I look at everything that's gone on here, I think the best thing to do is to type of step back and actually wait for more incoming evidence that may resurface later on down the line before making an absolute judgment. Isn't this what the whole Johnny Depp trial taught us? That we shouldn't make knee-jerk reactions, that we should wait and see for the evidence that comes through and let it speak for itself. That's really what made that trial so important in many ways, that it was completely transparent, so us as a culture, as an audience, we could see the evidence for ourselves rather than receive the information second or third hand where it could be somehow constrained or omitted. But I see all of the traction online, and it seems that many people just haven't learned from the lesson, particularly from the Johnny Depp trial. They're just already making all of these accusations and definitive statements without really having any evidence to support or indeed confirm that Russell Brand is guilty. So I do think, again, it's much more of a statement about how we are today in terms of culture, how we don't seem to really want to do our deep research and really read into the lines and make much more effort into comprehend the actual facts and evidence, and rather just follow the ongoing narrative that has been presented and follow a narrative that much more is in keeping with what we want it to be rather than what's actually being presented in front of us. And I've spoken about this many times on this channel of how one of the major flaws in terms of social media is how people want to or prefer rather to follow a narrative rather than follow the actual truth. And I just think in this case of Russell Brand, there simply isn't enough evidence at this stage to prove whether he's guilty or not. And I really think that if people actually look at the facts and the evidence, it will prevent them from jumping to conclusions, jumping into narratives, and we should really wait for more evidence before making an overall judgment. So there's my overall thoughts and quick feelings on the Russell Brand controversy that has really taken up a lot of headlines throughout this entire week. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you'd like to see me cover more topics such as this within the channel, then let me know and I will see if I could provide more of that content for you within the future on the channel. But if you have any other movies or television series or any other issues within the pop entertainment and culture scene that you'd also like to see me cover, then let me know within the comments and I will see also if I can provide that commentary for you within the future. Please also hit and like the subscription and notification buttons so I can provide you with more high quality content like this in the future. But that's it for now. Take care of yourselves and I will see you very, very soon.